Am I live? So, am I live? Am I live? Alright, cool. Where's Rants? Rants is coming now, man. That's it. You lot straight away just jump in. Where's Rants? Where's Rants? Can you lot make sure that you lot can you make sure that you can hear me first? Yeah? Hear me? Yeah? No? Cause I've got these new AirPods. I don't know if they're working. But yeah, just wait for Rants to get in here and then we'll go. Where the heck is he? Rants. Okay, good. You lot can hear me. So, big up you two for doing this. Okay, cool. Nah, man, it's all good. So basically, I just thought, let me just do something very quickly. Lastminute.com. Me and Rants literally decided to do this about half an hour ago. So I'm just waiting for him to actually jump on. Rants. In fact, let me message this guy. One sec. Okay, cool. I'll just send it to him. Yeah, so if you don't, well, a lot of you won't know who I am when you lot do join in here. But I've got a podcast, Counter Attack Podcast, and just look at the profile to see like some of the people that we've had on. But yeah, we're literally just gonna talk about football, talk about the weekend stuff and everything. And feel free to put your questions in because it's just like an open conversation. I don't know anything. I don't know why people continue to listen to me because I just talk a lot of rubbish. But yeah. So now, yes, Slick. Rants finally joined. Let me get him in here quickly. Love the cold pod, bro. Thank you very much. That was a good one, I have to admit. Alright, Rants, send a request and I'll bring you in. Yeah, so guys, just keep listening to the podcast, you know, out on all platforms, you know, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, the works. And let me just get Rants in here very quickly, and then we're gonna started. Look at everyone just waiting for Rants. Yo, bro, hope you're good. Keep up the work, big man. Love, who's that? Owen. Yes. What's good?
What's good, bro?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Just thought I'd quickly get you in here and just try something different, man. Just a quick roundup of things, and you know,
Calm.
take it from the Twitter timeline and just bring you in here, man.
Calm, man.
Yeah, man. How you, man?
I'm alright, blood. You know what I mean? Same old shit, bro. Same old shit. You know how it is. You know how
Oh,
it is, blood.
You started. But
Bro,
what
I
you
just
got?
keep trying to keep myself out of trouble, blood. It's not easy, fam.
What? Where are we going to start with this one? No, you know what? Man City just played.
Yeah.
Final score was what? 5-0.
5-0, yeah.
5-0. And oh wait, those of you, obviously, most people are here for you. But if you don't know who this is Rants. Rants, say literally a quick 5 seconds about who you are, and then we'll get into it.
Bro, I just talk about stuff in it. You know them ones. Man, that's it, man. Football, life, whatever in it. Like, man's here, bro. Big up everyone in the comments as well.
Yeah, man. Literally, I jumped on, and the very first comment was, "Where's Rants?" Not even not even no hello. Not even like, "Oh, how's your day?" Just where's Rants? That's
Bro.
literally it. I think they just want to get you in it just to get at you, to be honest. But
Bro,
it is what
maybe.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Nah, I mean, but I don't know, my guy. I don't know. I think I've filtered out most of the trolls anyway now on my socials, so I'm all right still.
Yeah, man. Okay, cool. So the whole point of this is to literally just go through like some of the weekend's footballs and just have an open conversation, just chat. So we're gonna start with Man City.
Yeah.
Obviously, Man City just won 5-0. But the talking point from that game, obviously, was the banner.
Yeah.
The banner saying, was it White Lives Matter Burnley?
Yeah. White Lives Matter, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bruv, you know what it is, yeah? Man, I'm not even surprised by these things anymore, bruv. Come on, if you're black, you're not surprised, innit? Let's be honest, bruv. Like, let's not pretend, innit? Like, I've never been one to give a shit what people think anyway, bruv. That's why I get so much heat, blood, because I just tell it how it is, bruv, and I don't care about being politically correct, innit? But you're gonna see bare statements come out now saying, "Oh, it's the minority." It's not, bruv.
Burnley already come out and said they don't condone it and blah blah.
Yeah.
But
that's Brexit country anyway. Man, them know that already, bruv. Like, man, them know that, bruv. I've travelled to every city in this country when it comes to football, and I know where the racists are. Like, they're everywhere. Don't get me wrong, but certain places the concentration is higher in it, and Burnley's one of them.
yeah, and
Do you know what I'm saying?
and you know what? The moment I saw that, I looked down at the team, and I was thinking, how many black men do you know that actually play for Burnley?
None. They had Aaron Lennon at
Aaron
one point.
Leonard got rid, and then literally that's it.
Huh?
But and their representation of their fans, and I don't want to come out and just say, yeah, Burnley did it, but the Burnley Football Club might not have condoned it, but at the same time, their fans, and this is what we're gonna have a proper conversation, and this is what I'm saying. When people say it's not all football fans, and it's not English fans, and you shouldn't be calling them that, like these are the fans. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about fans, we're not talking about the ones you see down at the Emirates or whatnot. We're seeing about real English fans, and the audacity to even do that. And the mad thing is, it's not one person.
No,
that's
bro.
done it.
They man had a whip round to get this money, blood. It's not like it was one don that said, "Yo, I'm gonna do it." These man must have done a GoFundMe or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the company agreed to print the banner and then fly it. So whoever even okayed that, as soon as they saw that request go in, they should have said, "Nah, we can't do that." Do you see what I'm saying? But the whole thing is a shambles from top to bottom, bro. And I'm sick and tired, of man saying it's a minority. It's not a minority. The racist people in this country that are vocally racist are the minority, blood. But there's a lot of silent racists. Them ones there. So just because man are not saying anything, don't mean they're racist, blood. They're bare racist all up and down this country, bruv. And as someone that goes to football matches, as a black man, you feel uncomfortable, blood. You do. It don't matter who.
You stand up and start a chant, and it's just mad awkward.
Bruv.
Mad awkward. And then they look at you like you're what are you doing here, kind of thing. Do you get what I'm saying? But to be honest, like you said, it's not even the ones who are shouting and who are loud with it are the ones who are, like you said, the minority. But for a lot of people, they come in that stadium and they don't say anything that's outwardly dropping the N-bomb and whatever. But this is what they really feel. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the people who are chipping in for that are bare the season ticket holders for Burnley matches.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And
of course.
I don't know what's going to change. It's nothing you can change instantly. I saw people trying to say to me that Burnley should be deducted points, so that ain't going to change anything, man, because it's a mindset. Do you get what I'm saying? The vocal racists are minority. The silent racists are just as complicit. Yeah.
Of course they are, bruv. Like, if you're not actively anti-racist, then all you're doing is you're allowing these people, to flourish because ultimately you agree with them. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. And that's why I said, you see this football thing, all this Black Lives Matters on the shirt thing, and it's all nice and everything, but until you implement some structural change so we can actually...
Oh, have I lost him? I think I've lost him. Ah, sugar, I lost him.
Yo, Dapo, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, what just happened there? I think it was you, bro.
I have no idea, bro. Is it me?
Oh, yeah, dodgy Wi-Fi, Rants. Come on, Rants.
Bruv, I'm on the 4G, blood. I'm not even on the Wi-Fi, so I don't know why it's doing that, but...
that talk. But then?
Yeah, but, bruv, like, when man are saying we're going to donate 100 million or 10 million or something, bruv, you need to give us something tangible, bruv. You know what I mean? Instead of into equality. What the hell does that look like, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to tell us that out of X number of CVs, we're going to make sure we interview a certain percentage or this, that, and the other, or we're going to get... Bruv, give us some guarantees, blood. Don't give me no shit about, we're going to put 100 million into fucking diversity. What the fuck does that even look like, bro? Do you know what I mean? All these men are offering us every man are just offering us some bullshit, blood, but it's not tangible. None of it's tangible, bruv. Like, where's this money going? Like I'm tired of it, my guy. Now I
And
mean,
all,
I'm tired of it.
no, no, like you said, it's all good putting Black Lives Matter, and I am happy with that. But if it's just going to be a Black Lives Matter and a nil before the match, but then after that next season, we're not really seeing it. I'm like, we're already seeing them, and it's nice to have representation, but you could tell certain channels are just forcing. Okay, we need a black man on TV now. Do you get what I'm saying? We need a black pundit. These pundits have been working with them for years, not be getting any airtime,
Bruv.
and yet they're getting forced on, which is.
And then I'm
But
seeing flipping John Barnes there yesterday, bro. That's not a quality for us, bro. We don't want him there. Do you know what I'm saying? Sky need to know, blood. John Barnes, yeah, just because you got a black face, that don't mean you speak for us, blood. John Barnes is a pagan, bro. Man, them already know that already. Don't need him in there, bro. I'm tired of these token gestures, bro, because that's all it is, innit? All it is token gestures, bro. Until I actually actively see these man doing things and enforcing things, yeah, cool. The thing on the shirt, all it does is raise awareness, but awareness don't do nothing, bruv, unless you're making changes. Same with these statues, yeah? Man are talking about taking down statues. That's fine, innit? But unless you teach proper history in schools, what good is taking down the statues?
Yeah, 100%.
That's it.
You could take down the statues, but if growing up, and I always say this, yeah, like in school they teach you when it comes to, we're going to talk about football, guys. Don't worry, but to be honest, this is more important. Like if they don't teach you, like no, the only bit they teach you in school about history when it comes to Black history is you'd think that history for us started at slavery. Do you know what I mean? We were just slaves, and then Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream," and now we're all equal. Do you get what I'm saying? So now there are across the board, whether it be football or society, there are things that definitely need to change, and we just have to see how they're going to try and implement it. Just starting at football first, but we'll take it from there. But
it's a society problem, innit? And until they start educating people at like the basic levels, this racism will continue to exist, bruv. Because most of this is born out of ignorance, bruv. That's what it is. These men think that they know. Certain man came out to protect a statue, These times, they don't even know who the hell Winston Churchill really is. They have no idea, bruv. Man was saying that, he defeated Hitler and he killed Hitler, bruv. These times Hitler killed himself. Like that. These man don't even know what's going on, fam. Man just came for a day out, bruv.
I saw someone saying if he didn't win that, then we'd all be speaking German.
Yeah, like say we never came here after the war, blood. We just wouldn't have came. you know like that, bruv. These men are so dumb, fam. You know what I mean? Like, this is mad, fam. Man came after the war to build your country after the Germans blew it up here. So if you lost, we just wouldn't have came here. That's all that would have happened. Like, we wouldn't have fucking come here and been speaking German. We just wouldn't have come. Like that. These men are not normal guys, bro. And that's why I say the education, is more important than removing the statues. With the football thing, implementing something is way more important than putting something on the shirt. Now you've got man's attention, do something, or else it's a waste of time, fam.
Yeah, no, 100%. And also, while I'm here, thoughts go out to all the Windrush generation as well, man. Like, we just got to every time shout them out as well, because what's going on and what continues to happen isn't right. So, let's big them up as well. But yeah, Man City today. And
they slapped them.
Guys in the comments, make sure you comment or ask questions like with what you want us to actually talk about, because we're just going off the cuff here, innit? So, Man City, man. Watching that today, what were your thoughts, man?
City doing what they're meant to do with the players they've got. Do you know what I'm saying? Pep's a cold coach, bruv. And you know what it is, yeah? That shows you just how much Liverpool are overperforming, bruv. And when you look at the numbers as well, yeah? Like, Liverpool are overachieving, bruv, with the players they have and also with the amount of chances they create per game. Like, Klopp's doing an amazing job over there, bruv, because man for man, City are better than them. There's no two ways about it. Like, do you know what I mean? The way City played today, I think no team blows teams away more than Man City. Like, Liverpool been winning games by the odd goal and that. Man City proper put 4s and 5s past teams on a regs, blood.
I don't know, I don't know if Liverpool are overperforming, to be honest.
No, but they are, but based on numbers. If you look at like XG and that, and you actually look at it on a molecular level, yeah, Man City create more chances, bruv, than these man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just that Liverpool been getting like the 1-0s and that when they're not playing well, whereas Man City, when they don't play well, a lot of the time they drop points.
I hear that, but doesn't it say you're a better team when if you're not playing well, you're still picking up those points?
Yeah, of course. But when I say overachieving, I mean, yeah, that their results, yeah, are higher than the sums of their parts, whereas Man City's aren't necessarily, blood. That's what a good coach gets you.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you
but
see what I'm saying?
I think when it comes to pure football, Man City can do that on their day. Like today, how we saw them is Man City at their best, where you can't get close to them. But in order to win the league, you have to do that consistently. And this season, Man City haven't done it consistently enough to warrant me saying they haven't. I mean, they've been the best team. Liverpool, for me, from front to back, have just been ridiculous. Do you get what I'm saying? There've been games, especially midway through the season, where they seemed off a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? They weren't really clicking, but they still were picking up points. And for me, that just shows, the mark of a good team. And Liverpool definitely deserve to win it. What do you think of Foden?
He's quality. You know what I mean? He's quality, bro. He's better than Mason Mount for me. You know what I mean? Mount's in the England squad. Foden's not. I think Foden's better than him, to be honest. I just feel like at Man City, his growth's being stunted right now. But in terms of true quality, this guy's a bad boy. He's
I'll
a
tell you what I
bad
like
boy.
about him. In a team full of like stars and players with mad quality, he doesn't shy away from taking on responsibility.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm saying? So even his goal today, when he got that, to even just, I'm gonna take responsibility and take the shot on, like it's mad. And I see Scott saying Foden is what Arsenal hoped Wilshere was gonna be, 100%. But I still
but
like
Wilshere
Wilshere.
had the ability. It's just that
I'm
Wilshere
still
was
a Wilshere
unlucky.
man. Yeah, I'm still a Wilshere man. Like Wilshere for me should have gone on to just be one of England's, greatest midfielders. And I still think he's got ability in that, but at the end of the day, you have to just talk about what you see, and it's his injuries, isn't it? So hopefully Foden can actually fulfill that. I don't know how much longer he can go on being this bit part player.
I think at the end of the season, I think David Silva's last season, and I think that Foden has to come in and have a more pronounced role in the team because he's different gravy, innit? Like he is as good as people are saying he is. And I think he doesn't get the hype because he plays for Manchester City because no one cares about City, which is fine. Do you know what I mean? Like if we're being honest, yeah, David Silva is probably one of the best players in the last 10 years in the Premier League, and he doesn't get the hype because he's at Man City because no one cares about Man City. Like the club's got no heritage. Like no one gives a shit about them. Same with Aguero. Like no one gives a shit. Really, Aguero should have been playing for Real Madrid or something like that. He doesn't get the respect he really deserves because he's at Man City. The club has no soul in it. No one cares about them.
It's you know what? It's funny that you say that, because even when I see people talk about Aguero and they disrespect him by comparing him to them man like Harry Kane and that. Maybe that is because he is doing it for Man City, or maybe it's just because he's just not English at the same time. I don't
No.
know
It's because he plays for Man City. If Aguero played for even Man United, bruv, like man would respect him differently, or even at Liverpool or something like that, bruv. Man City's not a club where their players get respect, bro. Like even Company, yeah, one of the best centre backs probably in the last 10, 15 years in the Prem, and no one really talks about him when they're talking about Premier League teams because he's a Man City player. No one cares about them, innit?
Do you know what? You might be onto something because even with that whole Yaya Toure argument that I
Well,
have
there
with
you
people,
go.
even with the whole Yaya Toure argument that I have, when people want to come and say, he's better than, Steven Gerrard's better than Frank Lampard's better than him. And I'm just like, you know
Bruv,
what?
Toure is better than all of them, man, for me. But he played for Man City, so no one cares.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So we have
No
a
one
question.
cares.
Is Foden ready to be the heir? I don't know.
Yeah, the heir to David
The heir
Silva's
to
throne.
David Silva's throne, or should Bernardo move central? I think if they could trust him, I don't think he's ready to do that week in. No, I think he's ready to do that week in, week out, but not at the levels that David Silva is playing at. For you to just say, you know what, David Silva is retiring now or leaving the club now. You know what, let's throw Foden in there. I don't think he's ready for that responsibility yet. I think in another season or two, maybe he might have to, have another season or so.
I think he's got the ability, but I just don't think that Manchester City would trust him when they can just buy someone. Do you know what I mean? If he was at a lesser club that didn't have the financial power, I reckon they would just slot him in. But for me, City have too much money to say, we're going to give it to Foden. I believe that they buy someone to replace him or they bring Bernardo inside.
Don't you think that's poor from them, though?
Of course, but I don't have expectations of Man City, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? They're nothing football club to me, bro. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, they're nothing football, brother. I have zero respect for
But
Manchester City, bro. Like, they're literally a League One club with money, bro.
people that don't know who Rants is, yeah, he's an avid Man United supporter. So he's an avid Man United supporter. So when he's coming and saying certain things about Man City, bear that in mind, because yeah, he has nothing nice to say about them whatsoever, even though they are better than United.
Yeah, but bruv, honestly, when I look at Man City, bruv, it's just like when man look at like what's her name, bruv? The Kylie Jenner thing, bro. When you've got money, yeah, you can look good in it. That's what Man City are, bro. Like before, if you see the before and after, it's a mad thing. You see what I'm saying? No, and that's what Man City are, bruv. Like you never had no lips before, no bum, no breasts. Now you got the full shebang, fam. But it's money. Why you look like that? But
Hey,
you're
listen,
still
don't
the
get me
same.
cancelled, you know.
But this is what it is, bro. But, like when you have a youth, yeah, your youth's gonna look like who you really look like, bro. Your youth's not gonna have the lips or nothing. The youth's gonna have the flat mouth like you had. Like that's just how it is, and that's what Man City are. Man City are just like you get me. That's what they are.
Regardless of what they are here right now, and if that oil money goes one day, then like you said, we have to see what they're really about. But
Yeah.
for now, they're here. They've got the world class players like KDB, who you know what, we're going to talk about that KDB Pogba thing in a sec. We're going to talk about that because I used to talk to you about that, but you used to air my tweets, bro, so it's cool.
But that's an argument I don't like getting into because people don't use logic when they're having them.
Okay, cool. We're going to get into that one. De Gea in or out? To be honest, I think this is ridiculous. No!
Get him out, bro.
No! Are you
Get him
kidding
out.
me?
Yeah. Get him out.
Kidding me?
I've had enough, bro.
Had enough of De Gea?
Yeah, I've had enough of him.
Nah, come on, man. Come on.
I've had enough of him.
Nah. Wait, let me see these comments because I must be going mad. You guys in the comments, De Gea in or De Gea out? Nah, come on. De Gea is a top keeper.
He's not a top keeper no more. Like he's not. He's a very good goalkeeper, but he's not a top keeper, bro.
De Gea is a top keeper, man. Come on.
De Gea's on 300 grand a week and he makes a mistake every other game, bro. Like it's not good enough, my G. It's not good enough.
I
you know what I'm saying?
So in your opinion, how long has De Gea been not good enough?
Last 2 years. De Gea's not been good enough for me, bro. And the thing is with me,
Don,
yeah.
Donny, shout him out every time.
Shout out, Don. I see you, bro. Like, listen, yeah. He held the club to ransom, yeah, on 2 occasions for pay rises, and he got his 300 grand a week and hasn't shown that he's worth it, bro.
Nah,
he's been dead for 2 years, bruv.
No.
How can you have a goalkeeper that makes a mistake every other game, my G?
Okay, but if you look at this as well, yeah. When you look at who's playing in front of him, do you know what I mean? Like when you look at who's playing in front of him, zero protection. He's having to face more shots. Do you get what I'm saying? Nah, De Gea, I'm not.
No, but he's not now though. This is the thing. This isn't the same De Gea, yeah, that like 3 years ago, yeah, was making bare saves, bruv. He's not even having to make that many saves anymore. Even look at the Tottenham game as a prime example. He made 2 saves in 90 minutes. And one of them he punched in his own net, blood. In 90 minutes, he had 2 saves to make, bro. And he fucked one of them up, bro.
Nah, I'm not with you on this one.
De Gea's nowhere near as busy now as he was 3 years ago. That's a fact. Manchester United's defensive record is way better now, especially with Wan-Bissaka in that defense as well. He's not working as much as he used to, and he's still making more mistakes. Him and Brad Leno were top of the league for most unforced errors, bruv, leading to goals.
I agree. Keep my ass out of this, please. I agree with you in regards to he ain't the same. Do you get what I mean? I don't know if it's form or what, but he ain't the same. But
2 years ain't form, my G.
No, he's still. I don't think he's been bad for 2 years, man.
He has. Ask the fans. They'll tell you.
I don't think he's been bad for 2 years. I think it's incredibly harsh, to be honest. I think he set such high standards that when he drops below those standards, people just rinse him because this is what they're used to. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't think he's absolutely finished where you say we need to get rid. If you get rid of him, who are you going to get in that's better?
I don't think he's finished. But my thing is, like, I would rather get a goalkeeper that doesn't make them stupid errors, than man that can make them out of the world fucking camera saves, blood. Every save counts as one, you know. You don't get extra for a fucking save that looks ridiculous, bruv. The way I see it is, if you're not saving bread and butter shots, yeah, that because the thing is, it's not like he's conceding goals where you could say, you know what, for De Gea, he should save them. I'm like, bruv, you could have saved that with your toe, blood. Like the goalie conceded against Tottenham, yeah, bruv. What was that, bro? Like honestly, the guy punched it into his own net. The shot was straight at him.
I hear that, and he should have done better. I'm not here to say he's been perfect. You know, I think his standards have dropped, but I don't think it's dropped to the point where you need to get him out. And who are you going to get in? Henderson. I'm seeing people say Henderson. Henderson ain't better than De Gea.
Henderson's already our player, yeah. And the way I'm looking at Henderson is, yeah, probably going to be the England goalkeeper for the next 10 years. And he's got more clean sheets than David De Gea, blood. He's got more clean sheets than De Gea in a worse team.
Is Henderson, honest opinion, is Henderson a better keeper than De Gea?
I don't think he's better than him. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he is better than him, but I can't look at him and say, yeah, he's worse than De Gea, blood. Because his numbers show that he's not worse than him.
He's a very, 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 very good keeper. But
this is it. He doesn't have the potential to make some of the saves that De Gea makes, but he makes less mistakes. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's just like if you're a football manager, yeah, for instance, if you've got a player, yeah, that you know, like give Gary Neville an example. If you've got a player that you know you're going to get 7 out of 10 every single game from, yeah, or you've got a player that potentially can give you 9s, yeah, but he's giving you loads of 6s and 5s, you're going to pick the 7 out of 10.
So you're saying that De Gea is giving you loads of 6s and 5s right now?
Bare. Every other game he's giving us one of those, bruv. You know what I mean? How are you like top of the league for unforced errors, bro? And you're not even at a bottom team, you know? You're not facing the same amount of shots as man that I in goal for Burnley.
I hear that. I just, me personally, and I don't support United, but I watch their games because I saw someone say I don't watch the games. So I watch a lot of football. I feel like his standards have dropped, but where we're so used to him having these mad high standards, to see him be like almost like a normal goalkeeper and have, you know, be on par with them, we're now looking at him like he's, you know, it's time for him to go. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't think it's time for him to go. I think he needs to back up his ideas 100%, but, you know.
But he's needed to back up his ideas for time. That's why I say he needs to go, because man forget, yeah, that he held the club to ransom, yeah. He wanted to go Real Madrid. Man done the little fax machine thing under LVG. And then, on top of that, yeah, he waited and ran down his contract right to the end, yeah. We gave him the 300 grand a week. And he's been worse ever since, bro. Last 2 seasons, he's been poor. He signed a new contract and he hasn't shown us he's worth the money, bro. So he's the highest paid player at the club at the moment because Pogba hasn't signed his new deal yet. So De Gea's on more money than everyone. And he's so inconsistent, bro. He's not a 300 grand a week goalkeeper.
I don't think you have those standards that he sets and then become this bad of a keeper like you're saying. Like, just like that. And if you're saying it is over 2 years, I don't know. I think that's a bit harsh. He does need to back up his.
But the numbers reflect that, and also I think it's his personality. I think he got too comfortable at Manchester United, just being the best player. Do you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that is what it is. Maybe he's been there. How long has he been there? 7, 8 years now.
Yeah, nearly 10 years, man.
Right, it's been there that long. Like,
yeah, bro. He came under Sir Alex Ferguson, my G. Remember?
Maybe it's just a thing where he needs to get, you know, new surroundings. Then maybe.
I think so.
You know, he's been there long. Maybe. I still think he should be in, but I hear what you're saying. You, as a fan, I can really take your word for it, but...
See, nearly 10 years since 2011. You see what I'm trying to say, my guy?
Can you remember that save that made him? Like, that kind of made him into a man. From Mata, the free kick against Chelsea.
And tipped it over the bar, bruv. It's like he teleported. Yeah, bruv. Mad. And he does that loads, bro. And the thing is, he's capable of doing those things, innit? But he's not consistent, so it doesn't matter. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter no more, bruv. I judge man on what they're producing for man at the moment, innit? And in the last couple of years, it ain't been good enough for man.
Okay, if you're saying last couple of years as a fan, it ain't been good enough, then fair enough. I think it's a moment in time. I've definitely seen in the last 2 years him make more mistakes. But I don't think it's enough mistakes to be like, nah, like, you need to go. But maybe he needs a new challenge. Who knows? What does Paul Pogba... Oh, it's only a matter of time for Pogba to come after this. What does Paul Pogba need to do to be considered the best in his position, in your opinion? Do you know what? So on my podcast, Counter Attack Podcast, in case any of you don't want to listen, out on all platforms, thank you very much. On my podcast, when I do talk about Pogba, there was a time where I said Pogba needs to, ability-wise, he's the best, but he needs to do it more consistently, and that was my thing. But then I remember having a conversation with shout out Fem, and Fem was saying that with Pogba, how many players do you know with his ability? How many world-class midfielders do you know who are playing in teams where they aren't surrounded by midfield? I mean, by world-class players. And
He's the only one. Well, he's the only one in the game.
And still doing well. And then that's when I was like, you know what? That's true. Because it's got nothing to do with his ability at all. It's got nothing to do with how he can play football. But when you look at the man you're surrounded by, it does make a difference. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of course it does.
Because even when... So, and since then, I've been like, you know what? Maybe it's true. Because even when I look at the match against Tottenham, when he came on, he hasn't done anything different to what he's been doing, to be honest. But all of a sudden, he looks better. You know, when you got man like Bruno Fernandes there, you got even, you know what? For you guys, you see McTominay, yeah? I rate that guy, you know.
I don't like him.
I'm just about to say that a lot of United players do not like him. He ain't got all the flair or nothing, but he gets busy. Do you get what I'm saying? And
he does get busy. I think that he's a needed squad player because he does disrupt teams, but he's a reactive midfielder. Do you know what I mean? And we don't need too many reactive midfielders. His reading of the game is not good. His position is not good, but he hustles, innit? That's why he's a good player to have against the lesser teams because he kicks people. But
he reminds me of, remember, so even when you look at Fletcher.
But that's what I mean. He's our Darren Fletcher of today. That's what he is. Like, he gets busy, hustles. You know what you're going to get from him. His passing's poor, though. He cannot pass to save his life.
He's not in the team I don't think he's in the team to pass. I think he's in the team to do exactly what he's doing, disrupt teams and just get busy. And then when you get the ball, just give it to the passes on the team.
I agree.
Get what I'm saying?
I agree, 100%. But to touch on the Pogba situation, there's nothing Pogba needs to do. What needs to change is the way people judge Paul Pogba, because they don't judge him the way they judge every other midfielder. He's the only midfielder in the world, that they always talk about what he's not doing as opposed to what he is doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's because he's that good, and also it's other factors, obviously what he looks like and his attitude and everything like that, bruv. Let's make no mistake about it.
There's no problems with his attitude, though.
No, his attitude to life. Because when you see a young black boy, smiling, dancing, enjoying himself without a care in the world, don't drink, don't smoke, religious brother, does charity work, bro, like there's nothing about him that you should hate, bruv. But it rubs a certain demographic up the wrong way, bro. Like, that's just how it is. Like, man, have to just keep it all the way 100 about Paul Pogba, bro.
When you see a young black man making money like that, but also not only is he making money, he's one of the best at what he does. And then it's like when you come off the pitch, they want you to still be tap dancing. They want you to tap dance, and he ain't on that. You get what I'm saying? So they see that and they're like, why is he dancing? I don't care if he's just got 3 assists. I don't care if he's just won the World Cup. Why is he out there dancing? That's what they choose to, because they can't chat about his game.
And then they chat about man's haircuts and that. Bruv, listen, you see the thing with Paul Pogba, Paul Pogba is world class, If you play him defensive mid, if you play him centre mid, you play him attacking mid, he's world class in every position, bro. Because he's that good, bro. In the World Cup, his defensive numbers, were better than every holding midfielder in that tournament, bruv. Him and N'Golo Kante were neck and neck in terms of breaking up play and this, that, and the other. Pogba's not even a DM, bro. You put Pogba in an advanced position, Man top scored Manchester United from midfield. If you put Pogba in the midfield deep, he can play the passes that Scholes and Carrick and the man could play with both feet. There's nothing he lacks, bro. Even the penalty he won, against Tottenham, there's no midfielder in the world, central midfielder, box to box, that is standing and facing up defenders like him and going past them like a winger. There's no other one. There's no other one. You give De Bruyne that same chance and that opportunity, he's spamming across, blood, getting it out his feet and whipping it in. He would have never dropped man like that, bro. Well, do you reckon De Bruyne would have had man tap dancing like that, bruv? Did you see what
No,
Pogba done?
De Bruyne would have picked out someone though and just got the
Exactly. He would have got the ball out of his feet and crossed it, bruv. Pogba went
And-
past my man like he was a
I
prime
hear
winger,
that.
blood.
But De Bruyne still would have done something. Maybe picked someone out.
Yeah,
Like-
but what if there's no one to pick out? Then what happens, bro? Because Pogba never had no one to hit in that box,
No,
bro.
listen, ability-wise and agility-wise, KDB ain't chatting to Pogba.
Bro, listen, my
But-
thing is, yeah, the way man compare KDB and Pogba, that shows their bias towards Kevin De Bruyne. Because when you look at Pogba, yeah, Pogba's the only midfielder in the world, but they're saying, yeah, but so-and-so. Every time people want to flipping compare Pogba, yeah, they use Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, as a yardstick to measure against Pogba. But there's so many things Pogba can do that De Bruyne can't do, bruv. It's not even a fair matchup.
No, it's definitely not a fair matchup.
And they don't play in the same position either.
I think in regards, this is what I'm trying to say. And I said we were going to talk about it, but I didn't really want to talk about this. So very quickly, Pogba, like I say, ability, then he's clear for every man. I think for me, with KDB, and this is before I had that conversation with my boy, it was about how effective you are. Do you get what I'm saying? And then when you really look at it, it's easy to be effective when you have that level of player around you. Do you get what I'm saying? So then
Well,
once I looked at that, you look at the whole situation, differently. Do you get what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with how good he can play football. It's got nothing to do with how good KDB is. It's got everything to do with the players you are playing with.
And the system that you're playing in and the position that you're playing in the system, bro. When you look at Kevin De Bruyne's heat map, yeah, he picks up the ball on the inside right wing, blood. He almost plays like a right midfielder, bro. That's why he's crossing the ball and getting all these assists, bro. Like, when they looked at the percentage of how many times Pogba received the ball, yeah, ahead of play, bro, Kevin De Bruyne spends 70% of his game ahead of the ball. Pogba spends 70% of his game behind the ball, bro. And they're comparing these men statistically, bro. Like, it doesn't make no sense whatsoever, bruv.
Yeah. No,
You see what I mean?
No, I definitely see what you mean. The thing is, with these questions now, is that because I've got you on here, I was hoping to go through all the games and to get questions in general.
Bruv, man could talk about all the games, bruv. You don't just need to talk about United.
About all the games. But then, all the questions here, bloody United. Okay, so after this, we're going to go on to the Arsenal match. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, Mahrez, top 3 wingers in the Prem?
Easy.
100%.
Easy. I wanted him at United so bad. Man, missed him.
I wanted him at Arsenal, which is never going to happen, obviously.
Last day of the window, yeah, Mahrez was twerking for a move, blood, and nobody slapped the peas down, blood. No one slapped the peas down. Fuming, bro.
I think he wanted to go to Man City, but remember in the beginning,
they didn't want to pay the peas, though.
Yeah, he had to wait. So after the Man City one fell through or whatever, he was just itching for a move. And to be honest, in this current market, how much they pay from 60 mil?
Bargain.
Yeah, bro. Did you see him today?
But Mahrez is like a 90 to 100 million baller, bro. Like, his ability is disgusting, innit?
I don't know.
And then 100 million. And then Ziyech was similar, bruv. Like, and then United missed out on him again, blood. How you gonna miss out on Mahrez put Mark II? Man better just secure Sancho before man burn down the stadium.
Yeah, I had Ollie Watkins on the podcast, yeah? Go and check it out, all platforms. And he was saying, them Algerian, man, because obviously he plays with Ben Rama.
Yeah, them man are different.
Yeah, he says them Algerians are just different with it.
Tech tough.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Tech tough, bro.
Ziyech's from Morocco, isn't it?
Yeah, but them North African brothers, them man are the same blood. I'm telling you, their tech's different.
Mahrez, like...
Bruv, even like fucking, what's his name? That was at Newcastle as well.
Ben Arfa.
Them man there,
yeah.
cold, bruv. You know the different level ballers, them North African
You see
man.
Mahrez, yeah? You see Mahrez, what I love about him, you see when that diagonal comes in, that first touch, he's taking you out the game.
Yeah, with the touch, yeah.
That first touch, you're out the game straight away. And if you do manage to get back, his chops are so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? You don't even know what he's going to do, because now, even like we saw today, you show him onto the right.
Yeah.
And he bangs it in the same way.
He's different, bruv. He's different, bro. And he plays the game at his own pace, bruv. And he's not big. You know what I'm saying? So all this myth where man are like, oh yeah, Neymar couldn't do it in the Prem. Messi couldn't do it in the Prem. Bruv, Mahrez is a little marga youth, blood. He weighs less than my gal and he's chopping man up. You know them ones there, bruv.
Hey, shout out the missus every time, man.
You know like that, bruv. Listen, Mara's a little marga you, fam. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when man think that certain man can't do it in the Prem, bruv, you're overrating these man. Did you see what Bergwijn done to Harry Maguire, bruv? You just ran past him like he weren't there, bruv.
Listen, you know what? I'm never gonna go back to United,
Bruv, and that's a hard back
Maguire,
80 odd million flipping pounds, bruv. Man paid for that, bruv. A man
who,
turned slower than the London Eye, fam.
who isn't worth that, mate. Listen. So on to Arsenal versus Brighton, or Brighton versus Arsenal, whatever. First of all, as an Arsenal fan, it was ridiculous, but I'm not surprised. I had people getting at me because I said I'm not even surprised anymore. Like, losing to Brighton, it doesn't affect me like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing this from Arsenal for so many years now that, you know, just because we've had this long 3-month break, I'm not fooled into thinking it's suddenly going to change.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm not about to blame Arteta. I think where people got me wrong yesterday was that they thought Arteta gets no blame. As a manager, you live and die by the decisions you make. Like, that starting lineup was off. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know what the problem is with, like, not even putting Ozil in the 20. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know where Saka was playing. Like, there's bare things which he needs to be held accountable for. But as a football player, once you're on that pitch, like, there's certain things that you just have to do. Teams are outrunning us. Get me? Like, they want it more. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, with 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, like, there are certain things you don't need to be told when it comes to closing out a game.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And these players, they're just not good enough. People are like, yeah, but Arsenal have better players than Brighton. Yes, they have better players than Brighton. But if you're coming up against a team that's got more character, more fight than you, it don't matter how much ability you got.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Bruv, Ceballos and Guendouzi, okay, maybe Ceballos more, all the ability in the world. But Basuma was having a field day with them.
Yep.
Basuma, do you get what I'm saying? And like, I'm not surprised at the end of the day. I don't know what needs to, changes need to happen from top to bottom in that club. Do you get what I'm saying? And I said some time ago, when Wenger left, I said it. When Emery left, I said it. We're going to have to go through a solid 3 to 5 years of just bare nonsense. We're going to hold a couple more 4s. We're going to hold a couple more 5s.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Before it changes. So Arteta coming in, and even though he got some things wrong, I can't just blame Arteta. I can't just put the whole blame on him.
I've seen enough from Arteta that tells me that he knows what he wants to do. Whether he gets the backing to do it is a different situation. But you know what it is? If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be very, very, very afraid, because you lot complained that you didn't spend money. You started spending money. It didn't help. You know them ones. Wenger's left and you've actually got worse. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, now your squad is so bad that, like, you're going to have to spend a lot of money to actually make it better. Like, when I was looking at Arsenal's team, I'm thinking, bruv, there's a bag of championship level man out there, bruv. If we're being 100% honest, bro. Like, your defense is an absolute shambles, bro. Like, if we're being 100% honest, there's players like are fighting relegation that are better than the man in your team.
Listen, I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was at the beginning of last season, when we were linked with Johnny Evans, And I remember saying, listen, the sort of defenders we need, it might have been the year before, anyway, the sort of defenders we need are better than Johnny Evans. But I would happily get Johnny Evans in over, it was when, I think it was the beginning of last season, I would happily get Johnny Evans in, who has a bit of know-how, has a bit of character, has a bit of bottle, to come in and at least, want to win a game and know how to win a game, then get, your Mustafis, your
David Luiz is in, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so right now, what Arsenal need, we don't need more ball players. If we can get them, then
But bro, you man could have got Johnny Evans, you could have got Cahill as well, and you ended up getting flipping David Luiz instead, bro. You might as well have just got Cahill, blood. At least he knows what he's doing, fam.
And this is what I'm trying to say. If it means we get like players in who can just do a job first, like do the job, make us hard to beat, and then we build from there, then fair enough. But we're just such a mess right now. And I don't get, and I love Arsenal, trust me, like season tickets and that. Like, but I'm not surprised anymore. And yeah, it's going to be a long road. So all this Arteta out, if Arteta goes out now, even if we got Ancelotti before,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, at this stage in appointing him, we still will be getting beat by these teams like
Yeah,
Brighton
Carlo
and
ain't
them
doing
man there.
nothing with these players, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I was watching it yesterday, I was like, bro, honestly, man for man, the squad's shocking, bro. Like I mean, when I've seen who's coming off the bench, like, it's good Arsenal are bringing young players through, but you shouldn't be relying on players this age. If you're Arsenal, do you understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't be
Mm,
relying on them. Like, that's a
yeah.
joke. Like, we've got Mason Greenwood, yeah, but we don't have to rely on Mason because man have a squad, bro. Like, man are bringing Pogba off the bench and that. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And you, man, are bringing some man that ain't even got game faces on FIFA off the bench, blood. Like,
yeah.
this is
No,
what you, man, are dealing with. Bruv, you probably got man on the pitch that ain't got game faces on FIFA. You know, like that. It's like, bruv.
mate, it's ridiculous. And shout out Bradley Johnson. I'd even have him over Guendouzi in up in that thing. A bit of fight. No, I'm joking, Brad. Like, your time's gone, mate. Let me unpin you. But yeah, no, shout out Brad every time. But yeah, I don't know where Arsenal go from here. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I say I don't care, the fan in me was just like, you know what? Maybe if we win our games and then all of what do you call it? And then all of you lot lose, we might get Champions League.
You see what I mean?
Maybe if Man City get barred or get kicked out of the Champions League for good, we might like. I will never come out and say it, but obviously the fan in me was just like, oh, doing the math. But if you're being realistic, yeah, bro, we're so finished right now, and yeah, we just need to write off. Listen, we're going to. I think we play against Southampton next year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even away to Southampton. Danny Ings, mate.
Yeah. Just pack you, man, up. But I don't know what
Yeah.
you, man, are doing for the rest of the season. All I know is, yeah, like, it's going to be an interesting summer for you lot. If you lot don't spend well, you're in trouble, mate. You know what I
Mm.
mean? You're in a lot of trouble. I can't even lie, bruv. So it's looking peak for Arsenal, bruv. It's looking peak for them. The Chelsea game, Aston Villa. I don't really know. Chelsea are a weird one as well. Like, but Chelsea seem to be spending the money the right way, blood. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
listen, bit, yeah.
Mm,
Timo Werner and
mm.
Ziyech, yeah.
Ziyech, and they're looking to get Kai Havertz as well, and either Ben Chilwell or another left back.
Bro, look at this.
Yeah.
This Chelsea are. I'm not gonna lie to you. Their business. They're doing good business. Do you get what I'm saying?
They're just
I
spending
don't.
what needs to be spent. Their defense is crap though, blood. Like, honestly, like, what's his
Yeah, but
name? What's the left-footed bro? Christensen's rubbish. Rudiger's overrated. Zuma,
nah, Rudiger's good, man. But
bro, he had a mare yesterday, blood.
he needs he needs
Zuma
a
don't
good.
look good to me.
Nah,
Flipping.
Zuma's too rash.
Well, there you go. And then you've
He's,
got
he's too rash.
Aspie's getting old now. I'm looking at all their players, and I'm just like, Tomori's good, but he needs time.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
Reece
like,
James
bro,
is good though. Reece
yeah,
James is
Reece
good
James
though.
is good, but again, he still needs time. You know them ones. Like, he's not week
Mm.
in, week out ready now, blood. Not if Chelsea wanna compete. I don't
Yeah.
think so. Do you know what I mean? I think that they are either gonna have to go through a period where they're letting the young players mature into the game
Mm-hmm.
and just let them grow, or they're gonna need to buy people in front. And it will probably be more cost effective to let the youngsters play and make mistakes. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
And
that's what I think they'll
I,
do.
I think this year has been a good year to like just blood these guys and get them as much, because they couldn't buy any players. So they've blooded all of these guys and given them as much exposure as possible. And then he's looked at the team and just thought, okay, after seeing what we've got, where do we need to strengthen? And they've gone out and just done business, bro. And you know
Yeah.
why they're smart? Timo Werner was looking like he was going to go to Liverpool, yeah? The moment they had an inkling that was going to break down,
Yeah,
they were
in there.
in there. Because it's
Yeah.
not. I don't think they went into this window thinking we're going to get Ziyech and
They
I don't think they
didn't.
did that.
He
Do you
was
get what I'm saying?
Liverpool bound, and then they couldn't
Exactly,
afford him because of the COVID thing, and Chelsea jumped in there with a bag.
exactly.
You know
Quickly,
what I'm
and
saying?
that was very smart. So you got him. Then you still got Hudson-Odoi. Then you got Pulisic.
Pulisic, yeah.
Then you got William's gonna go. Obviously, I don't know where
But they're
he's gonna
saying that
go.
they've offered him an extension, but only an extra year, and they're saying that he wants 2 or something. But I don't know. I
No,
think Pedro's finished like
Yeah, I
What
think his
the-
days at Chelsea are done. To be totally honest with you. Right. What other games are we gonna look at very quickly? Uh, Wolves. Oh, did you see Neto's goal?
Wolves are a very good team. Their manager's cold, bro.
Sick, sick.
He's
That's what I'm
cold,
saying.
but
He was one of the guys I wouldn't have minded. If we're talking about
yeah,
that level of manager, I
proper
wouldn't have minded
manager.
him at all because
But the thing is, I think the reason why he's doing as well as he is because he's got complete understanding with the board and the owners and
mm,
everything's integrated with the Portuguese thing. You get me? I think if
mm,
he goes to another club and he doesn't get backed like that, I don't think we see the best of him. So I just think that the club suits him down to a T, man.
yeah, definitely 100%. And I think with Wolves, like with the players they've got, and like you said, he's got them playing in such a way where it just suits all of their abilities. Do you
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? They've got that Bonnie, is it Bonnie? Bolly. They got Bolly,
yeah,
and Bolly's not the most agile, defender, but because of the way they play, he doesn't
yeah,
get exposed too much. Do you get what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then you've
Exactly.
got like the Adamans who gets the ball in the areas where he's effective. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And that's my thing and I'm not going to make this about Ozil because whatever, but a problem that I have with Ozil playing is that too many times he's picking up the ball in areas where he's not effective, so he can't
Yeah.
do anything. Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's
Because
because of how the team's built. If I have a player like Ozil in my team, I have to build the team around getting the best out of him because he's the guy that's going to unlock the doors, isn't it? When you've got a goal scorer like Aubameyang, you need to get Ozil in a position where you can feed him in it, and that
100%,
means bringing in a system where man are doing Ozil's running for him. Do you know what I
100%.
mean? And
And
Arsenal don't have the right balance of squad.
people say it like you can't have you can't make excuses. Oh, he needs this person. If you need people to make you better, then you're not a good player. No,
It's not true, bro.
I tell you when for me it changed for Ozil when Cazorla. Once Cazorla was injured and he's gone, now we no longer have a player that can give the ball to Ozil in those areas for him to then go and cause damage. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, if I start talking
But
about Ozil,
it's
they'll
true
start
though,
getting onto
bro.
me.
No, it's very true though. It's the same with United, bro. Like when Pogba's not playing, we don't have anyone in the midfield that can pass the ball forward, bro. So it just
Mm,
means that the whole style of play is dead without him, bro. Even with Bruno there, we still need to get the ball to Bruno, blood. So we're relying
mm,
on Fredo McTominay to do it, bro. As soon as Pogba comes on, man's half volley pinging a 30-yard ball. Like it's all different. Do you know what I
mm.
mean? Like one player can literally be the difference between the balance of your team being there and not being there. So I
Yeah,
get it for me,
no,
bro.
no, 100%. But yeah, back to Wolves. Wolves are a team I do not like playing, man.
But they're a bogey team as well, bro. We
I
always, if we beat
yeah,
them, it's
yeah.
always just by one goal. Like, but I've gone
Mm.
to Molineux twice last season and lost literally 2 weeks in a row in the FA Cup and the league. They beat us in
I
both
remember
games.
that. I
Horrible
remember that.
blood.
Wow,
2 trips to Molineux,
great times,
fuming blood.
great
Good
times.
atmosphere in the stadium. They got like the lights go out. They got the flares, the flamethrowers, everything. Like it's sick, bro. Like the atmosphere, and then went there and got pammed 2 weeks in
Mm.
a row. Horrible.
Yeah, man. What do you think Wolves need to kick on to the next level?
I don't think they can because I don't think that they've got the budget to buy a caliber of player above. I feel like Wolves buy players that come
That
into
have
their
that
prime
and that have that link with
at
that
Wolves,
Portuguese
yeah,
guy though.
exactly. But they're not going to buy really world class players. They buy players that are coming into that. Do you know what I mean? And I think that that's what they'll always do. They're not going to go out and spend 60, 70 million on a player.
Mm.
I don't think that that's their blueprint. So I
Yeah,
think that they'll continue to do that. They'll probably end up selling like an Adama for big money, and then they'll reinvest it and they'll bring in another player that's effective, and they'll continue to work like that. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But
No,
I don't think Wolves will kick on.
I think I think with that Jorg Mendes guy, if he can continue to give them certain players,
Yeah,
then that's the only way I really see them. Do you know what I mean? Like really kicking on. If there's some cut price deal that he's doing, because like you said, they don't go out and spend mad money like that on these players. So
exactly.
I think Adama, crazy, crazy. You know what I love about him? He's added end product.
Mm.
Because before I wasn't afraid of him because he'd
Mad
get to the
erratic,
byline.
yeah.
Yeah, he'd get to the byline and just do stripping us. Oh, flip, there's a fly in him. I hate flies. Yeah, I flip and hate them. But yeah, but now he's added the end product. He just looks he came on the other day and changed the game.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's maturing. He's maturing, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
And
definitely, man.
it's good to see. If he keeps doing that, I think he's got one more season at Wolves, and then I think man will be banging down their door for him.
I don't know. I think has he got one more season?
I think so, man. I think this is
because of
his
COVID.
first season that he's played above a certain level for a sustained amount of time, bruv. I think you need to always give man another season to prove that it's just not form. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think in this current climate where money's hard to come by and whatever, I think he's someone that will be made. Like, I think people can get him on the cheap, because before this they were talking about 70 mil and them deals for him. But I think with COVID, if you can get him for 30 mil, because Timo Werner, he was going for more than 40 mil.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
But now I think if someone comes in like, you know what, we can get him for 30 mil, he's going to be worth more later on down the line. Let's get him. But we'll see. And shout out Bill, who says we have to give credit to Wolves manager for improving him. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Who else do I want to shout out? I shout out my little nephew, Jaden. I think Jaden actually watches you. You know, he supports United.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big up Jaden, man. Big up Jaden.
Thank you very much. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. This was literally lastminute.com. Like, I literally messaged Rants, I think about half an hour before we come on.
Yeah.
And then we've done this. You know, I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, calm, bro.
We'll see if we can do this again. This was
Yeah,
last minute. If you guys have enjoyed it, just let us know and everything. And do you want to plug anything, Rants?
Bruv, you man know where to find me, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just look out for more fuckeries, bro. Me getting in trouble, the usual shit. You know how it is.
But yeah, and obviously I've got my my podcast, Counter Attack podcast, out on all platforms. We get a load of footballers on each week. We've got one coming out on Wednesday. I'm not going to say who that's with, but
Sick.
Yeah, you'll see it when it comes out. So yeah, guys, until next time.
Big up.
Man. In a bit.